Today I get to talk with Alea Barr, and she's the owner of Shoppe Salon and Spa. Alea, how are you today?
I'm so well, Sarah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited for this interview because, I get to get pampered today, which is super fun.
I know. I brought my glam squad, well, just a couple of them, with me, and we're going to be talking about tips and tricks for the holiday trends. Because right now, the fall wedding season has definitely started. I know, it's so nice now that the leaves are starting to change color. Don't get me wrong, I love summer, but fall is a really nice change of pace.
And I love the weather. I love you can wear long sleeves now, change up your wardrobe if you want to.
Absolutely, like with anything. Well, and just like with your clothing, there's definitely going to be a fall wardrobe for your hair as well. Now once we're done with summer, your hair is really, really thirsty. So now's a really good time to kind of switch and go to moisture. Where a lot of times, people want to change their clothing. You just remember, for certain occasions, you change your hair products as well. So you got to think about it in that way.
That's super interesting. So what would you recommend for someone? I feel like I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself because I want to come back to talking about you.
Let's talk skin. Let's talk
since
makeup.
We already talked about it, what would you recommend for someone for fall who does need a little bit of moisture for their hair? They've been swimming all summer.
The first thing that I would absolutely recommend, Sarah, is a clarifying shampoo. Okay. People don't realize the mineral buildup that is in our water, just the water that comes out of the faucet alone.
Yeah.
But then also if you've been swimming in the lake or in a pool, a clarifying shampoo to remove all those impurities. And then once the hair is open, we can go through and fill it with some really good stuff. We really love Moroccan oil products at the salon. They have an intense hydrating mask. Honestly, I could drink that stuff. I love it. And then also there's Paul Mitchell has an Avapui Wild Ginger brand. And what's so unique about it is they have a protein line and they have a moisture line. And the way that the product is set up, there's 3 different molecular weights of the protein and 3 different weights of the moisture, which goes into the hair. And it fills the 3 different parts of your hair, which is the cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla. So it truly is a science.
I'm blown away by all of your scientific knowledge about hair.
It really is a science, yeah. So we geek out on it. We do pride ourselves on trying to know the absolute best that we can.
And we can leave that to you. And so at the most basic level, it's go get a clarifying shampoo.
And then a deep moisturizing conditioner.
Yes, and then a deep moisturizing conditioner.
Yes, absolutely.
And people can come into the salon and have that done for them as well.
Yes,
right?
We're a full service salon and spa, so we offer hair, skin, and nails. And we have a huge hair department. Our nail department is amazing. And our skincare, we do the hydrofacials. And those are just lovely. Everybody loves them.
And probably a good time for that as well, to get hydrated on your skin.
For your skin, I know.
Well as your hair.
And it really helps with that under eye, what we were talking about earlier, just filling that skin with those moistures and those peptides. It's really good.
Okay. Well, we're going to come back to some of this. I want to back up a little bit, and I just want to hear a little bit about you.
Okay.
And what made you want to own a salon, and how did you get into this business?
Okay, so it's a loaded question, and we only have so much time.
The short answer.
So actually, the short answer, I'm a graduate from Hudson High School, and that is where my business is located as well. And I actually went through the vocational program.
Okay.
So I started doing this technically when I was 10 in my kitchen, pulling my mom's hair through a cat.
Yes.
But I actually started doing hair when I was about 16. I've been in the industry for 27 years. And I opened my salon about 10 months pre-COVID. And so that was in 2019. And let me tell you, that was a wild ride. I feel like I got a 10-year, degree crash course in, entrepreneurship.
Absolutely.
During that time. But honestly, I became a hairdresser because I just loved the fact that I was doing something different every day. Mm-hmm. But on a deeper level, I love the fact that I was making people feel beautiful.
Yeah.
Because hairdressers actually get to touch people. And for us, it's a little bit deeper than we're just going to play with your hair. It's we get to make people feel good about themselves. And that's truly what matters.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people go to their hairdresser and kind of see them as someone that they can ventilate to and talk to, and a safe place that they can ventilate, where it's not necessarily a counselor
exactly
right in front of them, but it feels like a counselor.
There's something about sitting in front of the mirror. You just are real with yourself, and just things come out. And we take those relationships very personally. And honestly, no hairdresser alive and no nail tech, no esthetician would be anywhere without the people that sit in our chair. And we always say, like, you do more than sit in our chairs, you sit in our hearts. You know, that's how deeply
That's really beautiful.
Yeah, so.
And I love that you stayed in your community. I was talking with someone earlier who grew up in Ravenna, and now she's running this program that we talked about on the show in Ravenna, giving back to her community. And you grew up in Hudson, started your business in Hudson. Yes. I know you are on the Hudson Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, I'm chair of the Hudson Chamber of Commerce. And
so giving back to your community.
That is such a phenomenal organization, actually. I would literally encourage anyone to join their local chambers because it does so much for you, and you get out there in the community, you understand what's going on,
right?
You know the needs of the community.
Get connected.
You connect. Yeah, and isn't that what it's all about? It's just connecting.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love that. So tell me a little bit more specifically. You mentioned it in passing, but what you guys offer at the salon, all the different things that you guys offer. If someone might be watching, they're looking for a new place to go, maybe their salon only does hair and they're looking for some other services. What kinds of things do you offer?
So I mean, if you can imagine it, we offer it, okay? Like, seriously, like, we just love to play and get out there. Right now, we have an amazing aesthetics department. We also have a med spa that comes in, Mobo, once a month, and she comes in and does that whole medical side of the skincare. Mm-hmm. Like I said, we have the hydrofacials, the dermaplaning. We do an amazing, like, warm vanilla luxury paraffin pedicure.
Wow.
I know, it's really nice.
Sounds
There's
really
like
nice.
hot stones and all that. So yeah, and anything Brazilian blowouts, blonding, corrective color, hair extensions. We just launched this amazing new line of hair extensions that are invisible, and it takes about a quarter of the time.
Wow. Okay.
To perform. Yeah, it's really wonderful. Cool. Yeah.
And did you actually bring some of that with you?
I did. I always have a bag of tricks. So
go ahead and grab it.
And these are actually really super fun. What they are, here we have some different flavors that we chose. And it's really nice because there's some that are highlighted, and then there's some that are actually rooted. And then we have like low lights, and we actually can color match for you. And the way that the technology actually works is really neat. So they have these seamless extensions. So everybody knows the sew-in wefts that are really popular right now. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know about you. I've had them before, and oh my gosh, all I wanted to do, like, all the time was just like itch, like constantly.
Yeah, I've never had extensions before, so I have no idea what that's
like. Well, that's because you have beautiful hair. You know, people, I got into doing hair because I don't have good hair, so I need to make it good. So now these are a 13-inch weft. And I don't know if the camera can see, but it's completely invisible here at the top.
You can't see it at all.
No, you can't see it at the top. And so you take two of these and you sandwich them together, and they just live right around the crown of your head. It takes about 45 minutes for an application.
Wow.
Versus sitting there for hours and hours and hours.
And how long do they last?
So now these are going to last in the hair for up to 6 weeks. And then you come into the salon, we take them out, and then we move them back up.
Yes,
so, and these can, like, this hair can last you for anywhere from 8 months to a year, depending on how well you take care of it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, so we're actually going to move into showing off an updo for the fall. Maybe you have a fall wedding coming up that you're going to, and you're going to do it. So, let's go ahead and pull
I did bring a glam squad with me, so I'm not going to do everything all by myself because Lord knows I couldn't do that. And just shout out to my team really quick. You guys are amazing. I know how hard you work and how dedicated you are to your craft. And I just want to let you know here and everywhere that I appreciate you.
That's awesome. Yes, we always want to appreciate the people surrounding us.
Yes, and then this is actually a little gift that I got for you for parting.
Oh, thank
you.
You.
We can go ahead and put that over there, so then that way I can just slide all these goodies on over.
And just so we can show the hair, I'm going to move this down.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to move right into this. I've got all my little...
And we're bringing goodies. Jenna Anderson. So say hello.
So Jenna's been with me since the start. She actually went to Paul Mitchell Beauty School. She started with me when she was 17, and she said she wanted to go to school for something else. And I was like, I actually think you're a hairdresser. So here's a couple of my favorite goodies. So I know we have the holiday weddings coming up. We have Christmas parties coming up, holiday parties, Hanukkah, all those things. So what we want to do is kind of create some looks that you can recreate at home. Yeah. Because even though we want you to come in and see us and support us, we also know that time is,
sometimes you need to do your hair at home.
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you so then that way I can see you. Thank you so much. So sometimes what we want to do is maybe do like a little bit of like a half up, half down style. And something that's super popular right now is when you have tons of volume up in the crown. And if anybody remembers the banana clips days. Oh, yeah. Right? So that banana clip style is so pretty and just everybody loves it. I'm just going to take a couple little pieces. And what I like to do is take a couple pieces from there and right under the temple. And then that way it's nice and soft. And then I'm going to come through on this side. I'm going to do the same because you can always pin more hair up at the end. There we go. And I'm just going to use my fingers here. You have such great hair, Sarah.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously, such great hair. So we're going to use a Boar's hairbrush. You guys, the Boar's hairbrush is going to help smooth and get all those little ridges out of the hair. So then that way you're not driving yourself insane. And texture is in. So if you end up getting a couple lumps and bumps in there, it's not the end of the world, okay? Now, for today's purpose, we are actually going to go super quick. So it might not be absolutely perfect, but what we're going to do is just bring it into a half up, half down ponytail. Super easy, right? Super easy. Get a little tight. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that ponytail and we're going to separate it directly in half. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take one of those cute little clips and we're just going to come right into the center. And then we're going to open that up and it's just going to give you that amazing, cute little Barbie hairstyle that everybody loves. Let's see it from the front so then that way we can see. I mean, and that is just easy peasy lemon squeezy, right?
Yes.
So, and that took me
ready to go out.
Like 30 seconds to do. And everybody has these laying around for sure. So that's one super simple, really easy way of doing a half up, half down. Sorry if I pull your hair.
No, you're fine.
So, and then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually come through. I'm going to take this whole entire front portion of your hair and we're going to leave that out on both sides because we're going to pull some of it back out later, okay? And then what we're going to do is come through here. We're going to bring it into a nice low pony once again. And with this, we're going to come through and we're going to actually pull it halfway through, right? So halfway through. And we've got that little croissant looking bubble type situation. And we're going to use the extra long hairpins. Okay, they're really super long. They're like double the length. And I'm just going to open that up around her hair so it looks like a little croissant. And then we're going to take these ends and I'm just going to twist them over on the sides. And we're just going to pin them in. Just like that. So the way that you want to anchor it is you want to come in and make sure that you are actually going through and you're coming in with a pin, hitting the scalp, and then going in. So you don't want to go through and do, there we go, perfect. And then we're just going to open that up just a little bit more. And as you can see, it's just a really pretty little chignon, right? And you can kind of see that little look.
Ooh, yeah. I love it.
So it's just a little chignon. And then you can take these front pieces and roll them around and kind of connect that as well.
Oh, fun.
Right? So those are just two little tips and tricks. How are we on time? Do we have time for a third one?
Why don't we move on? Let's move on to some makeup, okay?
That one's better. Yeah, let's do that.
Get that in the
Okay, we're going to introduce Miss Sophia Stevenson.
Yes, Sophia, come on down.
She is part of our glam squad. And you guys, this woman literally transforms faces like nobody's business. She is stellar at just like being able to open up your eyes and your face. So yeah,
I love that. Pretty. That looks really cute.
Sophia, we're going to have you come on over here. Let's take a look at you. You know, I'm like, okay, we've got to make it perfect. Okay, perfect. So what Sophia's going to do is we have a couple of our favorites here, and we want to focus, pardon me, let me get out of your way, sweetheart. So what we want to do is we want to focus on opening up our eyes. So we're going to start with like a little tiny trick. You guys, eyes are such a big thing. First of all, they're windows to our soul, right? So we want to make sure that our eyes are open and we're really truly being our authentic selves. So what we like to do is, like, if any of us, if you're around my age group, we grew up in a white eyeliner phase. Yes. And so we love the white eyeliner. But what we're going to do is, this is actually a trend that we can stick with. And what we can do is we take a nude and or a slightly off white eyeliner, and we just put it right in the waterline underneath your eye. And that's just going to make you look alive again. It's literally just going to take you from, like, I've been working all day, running the kids around, doing all that. And it just instantly, like, opens your eye up and it gives you a little bit of life. So
what do you think?
It looks great. It looks so good. And it takes 30 seconds. I do it every day. I literally can't live without it. Maybe if you're 20, you don't really need it, but when you're in your 40s, you definitely need to open it up a little bit.
And I was just saying earlier that I was wanting something to brighten up my under eyes, and Alea said, we have the tip for you here. So you can go see these guys and grab a nude or peach eyeliner from them, and they can show you how to do it too, right?
Absolutely. So now the next thing that we're going to do is, we always want to show off our cheekbones. We always, everyone, so even with hair, like, everyone's like, you can do whatever you want, but I need these hairs, right? How many of us, this is like our security blanket right here. So you want to cover your face. So what we want to do is, we want to be able to open your face up and actually show you a little bit of contour. So one of the things that we've learned about maturing skin is, what we used to do is we would smile and then we would put on our blush and our contour, right? So, but what we actually want to do now is, we want to go just slightly higher than what we did when we were maybe a little bit younger, because of the fact that our skin has now settled a little bit. So that's going to actually give you the optical illusion of a facelift. And it's just going to give you a little something that's going to be able to allow your skin, your face to open up a little bit, and you'll feel really beautiful with that. So you want to go a little bit darker when you're doing your contouring, and create those shadows in there. And it will really help to just kind of thin your face and kind of show you what you're doing. So, and then the last thing is, for our holiday spectacular, it's all about the lips, okay? For me, I absolutely love lipstick. It's just one of those things. It kind of pulls everything together. And what the tip I'm going to give to you the most is, start your lips with a completely dry surface, okay? So this should be the last thing that you do in the morning. You can go through, you can absolutely put a primer on if you like to. I just like to make sure that your lips are completely dry. You're going to start with a really nice, with a sharp pencil, go through, I like to do just the outside edges of your lips, okay? And then the tip is actually fill your lip in with the lip liner, and that's going to allow your lipstick to last longer and longer and longer throughout the evening, because nobody wants to go through and, like, reapply constantly. So what Sophia's doing is, she's just going through, filling in that lip. And then normally when we have you in the salon, or we come to you, because we do weddings, of course, so we will come to you on location wherever you may be, or you can come in the salon and we will have everything that you would ever want, hope, dream, or desire. We are there to serve you. Weddings are something that is so near and dear to our whole entire salon, and to be a part of your big day with you, it just means the absolute world to us, for sure. So now Sophia is going through and she's applying the lip stain, and she's going to go through and do that. And to finish it off, she's going to actually just put a tiny little bit of gloss, and it's going to be right in the center. So many of us go through and we put the lipstick on, and then we put the gloss all the way over it. But what we want is to have those really, like, kissable lips, right? The soft and subtle. So you're just going to put the gloss directly right in the center, and then you'll go through and blot just a little bit. And if you have any mishaps or anything like that along the way, that's what Q-tips are for. That's what, like, a little bit of a concealer brush is there for. It's no big deal. We're all human. So, I mean, it's fine. We don't make mistakes. We make discoveries. The important thing is just trying something new, getting out of your routine, and that's going to make you feel great. I look at that.
And this is all, it's fun because it's stuff that I don't usually do in my normal everyday look. And so people could try, I got it on my teeth.
I'm like, so don't let your girlfriends walk around like that. Don't let your girlfriends walk around like that.
People can try it, like you said, for a holiday party, for a wedding, come to see you guys if they need a new look.
Yes.
Do you even do, because I think this is kind of fun, would you do like a makeup lesson if someone wanted to learn all of these fun things that you just taught me?
We are definitely working on that for 2025, having a girls' night out, and definitely more of like a makeover evening, learning how to do these tips and tricks on yourself. And then, of course, having cocktails.
Yes, of course. Well, thank you so much. And I want everyone to be able to find you guys.
Yes.
So go ahead and share all of your website, your social media, and all of that fun stuff.
Honestly, it's the Shoppe, Shoppe Salon. And we are in Hudson. We're big on Instagram. We're big on Facebook. We're even on TikTok.
Nice.
So you will find us. All of our hashtags are the Shoppe Salon.
Perfect.
So shop with 2 P's.
All right.
Yes.
And let's leave people with, I want you to give them some kind of inspirational beauty tip.
The only beauty tip that I have for you is that you're beautiful no matter what. You're beautiful if you color your hair, if you don't color your hair. You're beautiful if you have skinny hair or if you have thick curly hair. You're beautiful if your skin has pimples. You're beautiful no matter what, because beauty comes from the inside. So we're just there to make you feel good on the outside.
I love that. I was actually saying that to my daughter the other day. She said, Mom, why are you putting makeup on? I said, I put makeup on for myself because I feel good wearing makeup.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good. I'm not putting on this makeup for anybody else. And so, a similar kind of thing. It's just to enhance your inner beauty, your natural beauty. So. Yeah. Thank you so much, Alea and team. You guys are amazing. We appreciate all of you so much. Thank you. Thank you
so much for the honor of being here. And and remember your little gift that we gave you.
Yes.
So, because you are absolutely going to love all of the goodies that are in there. There's some Image skincare samples in there, under eye masks, and a full shampoo and conditioner set.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Sarah.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. Make sure you stay tuned because we've got more great stuff coming up on Good Morning Akron right after this.